but you can see that it never stops. It just keeps going down and down every single day. That's how I backtest. Hey guys, it's Will. Welcome to the channel. I'm a part-time day trader trying to become a full-time. And if you guys are interested, you guys can join along with me. Right now, we're in the middle of February. You're probably gonna see this video around March or April. It's because I'll be in Japan. I'll be on vacation. I don't know how active I'll be in Japan, but I will be trading and I'll try to see if I can make videos there and edit, but I'm not really sure because I'll be on vacation because my schedule will be pretty packed. All I know is that I'm going to be trading there at least. But the main purpose of this video is not because it's February or March or April. It's because of my trades right now. My trades right here, you can see that I'm just being red. I'm in a slump right now. If you look up here, you can see I'm down 161 bucks. My trade win percentage is 10%. That is crazy. I'm not even winning anything. My profit factor is obviously under 1 because I'm not even profitable. My day win percentage is 20, surprisingly, but I only had 5 trading days, so I guess it makes sense because I only won 1 out of the 5 days. And my average win to loss ratio is actually kind of surprising because this trade right here, I had a big win, so I was up, I guess. So my average win to loss is not bad. That's good, but you can for sure see that my P&L over here is not great. If I had over 50% wins, then I'll be up. But right now you can see I am just losing all day. You can also see if I go to February, you can just see everything is just red. I can just change this to January 1st to the 31st. And yep, I lost 295 bucks. I think I forgot to add this Friday on my last trade, so I actually lost almost 300 bucks. It's a small loss, but it doesn't really matter because I was just losing all week, all month. So it's not really a huge deal, but you can see that everything I just read, nothing was good in this month. And that's the main reason why I'm making this video, is because I want to show you guys how I journal and how I look back on my trades and how it can be useful by journaling your trades. The whole month of January and also last week, I was still trying to journal my trades and still try to look back, but I still couldn't figure out because you can see how I'm still losing. I journal it every day. I try to look what I'm doing wrong, but I think I fixed it, but you see that I haven't been doing anything better. So I'm trying to make a conscious effort to change that. I'm trying to make a conscious effort to actually change my habits and change what I'm doing wrong. I keep thinking I'm doing something right. I keep thinking I'm changing something. Okay, I'm gonna do this now, and then the next day I don't even do it. It's like, what am I even doing? Am I even journaling trades, or am I just trading for the sake of trading to try to make money? Like, what am I actually doing? The past couple days I've been doing really bad, so now I'm been like journaling every day. How can I journal so much when I already journaled on that day? So what do? I had to backtrack, I had to backtest, look back at my old journal notes and just keep reviewing what I did right, what I did wrong. And that's what I've been doing. I've been looking back every single month, trying to see what I've been doing right, what I've been doing wrong, and it relates all back to one thing. And what I've been noticing is that it all relates to one thing that I have been doing wrong the whole time. Every single time, every month, I always look at the strategy. I know what I had to do, but I don't execute to what I have to do. I start doing it, then later I just stop doing it. I just don't understand why. Then later, a couple months go by, I might be doing bad. I come back to it, I'm like, okay, this is why I'm losing. But I don't know why later on, it just goes away. And the main problem that I'm not sticking to is market structure. Market structure is king, but I haven't been doing it. I tell you guys in my past videos, and I always look at market structure, but when it actually comes to the day, I'm not even following my structure. I'm just trading on my break and retest. I'm looking for what I want to look for. I look for A+ setups. They're good sometimes, but when they're not working good, it's because of market structure. And I'm going to show you guys right now why market structure is king. It's also demoralizing when you see this, when you see everything red, when you see only 10% trade win percentage, and then you see January, everything is just red. I never actually had this. Every month before this, I'll either be green or I'll be red and green. So I'll be like half. I'll never just be all red. I feel like the past couple months, I've been sticking to my strategy more. I've been simplifying my strategy more. Seeing all red is just like, what the hell am I even doing? I know that I had to fix some mistakes. When I can fix those mistakes, I can be consistent and I can be profitable later on. I noticed that in the past, yes, I'll be green and red, but my losers will be a lot bigger than my wins. And maybe I wasn't even following my strategy. I could just be lucky and getting green days and red days, but now I'm just all red. I might be following my setup, I might be following my strategy, but it's because I'm not reading the market properly. But when I read the market properly, then I can be doing a lot better. First, I'm gonna show you this Friday trade that I took. Obviously, it's gonna be a couple months when you see this, but it doesn't really matter what month it is. It just matters about the trade that I took. So this is what I do every single trading day. At the end of each session, I take screenshots of my charts. I take screenshots of the 30 minutes, and I take screenshots of the 2 minutes. The 30-minute is for the market structure. The 30-minute is for the bigger picture of what I want to look for. And then I look at the 2-minute for that's when I trade, right? I of course look at the 1 hour, the 4 hour, the daily to chart my levels, but then I look at the 30 minutes just for that trading day. So I'm gonna go to the 30-minute right here, and you guys can see this is the Thursday. This is the 13th, which is the previous day. 13, 13, 13. So what do I notice right here? We broke above the previous day. You can see it for each market. We broke above. We broke above. we broke above. If you guys don't know what I'm looking at, this is the QQQ, this is the SPY, this is the NASDAQ futures, and this is the ES futures, which that is the S&P 500 futures. So I look at 4 of these markets, but I only trade the SPY or the QQQ. Depending on what the market is showing me, then I'll trade that market. So since we're above previous day's highs, then we shouldn't even short the market. It's because the market is strong, the market is in uptrend, so you shouldn't even short it. But the problem I've been having is that I've been shorting or longing. It doesn't even matter what the market is showing me. If it does a break and retest, then I take it. If the market structure is bullish, then I shouldn't be shorting it. But I've been doing that recently and I've been losing. It sounds simple. If we're in an uptrend, don't short it. If we're in a downtrend, don't long it, right? But I keep doing the same mistake. Sometimes it may take a day to understand a mistake. Sometimes it takes 5 days. Sometimes it takes a month. Sometimes it takes 5 months. Sometimes it takes a year. But everyone is different. Sometimes you gotta keep making the same mistake, and it's not only just because the market structured it. It could also be the candle readings. There's a lot of factors to it, but it's not so simple to just fix a mistake, because if it was that easy, everyone will be profitable. Everyone will be making a lot of money. The fact is, not a lot of people are winning. Not a lot of traders are consistent, right? It takes time to learn from your mistakes. But market structure is one thing that I always fail to do. I do it for a bit, but then somehow I just stop doing it. I might think about the candles, but then a couple months go by and I'm like, I'm not even following the market structure again, and then now I follow it and I start doing okay, then later I stop doing it again. So this is the main reason why I had to focus on market structure, and my trading will be a lot better. But anyways, this trade, what I was looking for, since we broke above these levels, I'm looking for a retest of the 534.50 and a 608, but you can see that it hasn't even touched it. Yeah, it touched it in the pre-market right here, but it didn't give me that in the regular trading hours, so I didn't take any trades there. If I go to my chart right here, you can see that the 608 is still here, the 534.50 is still here. We did not touch the levels. So since it didn't touch the levels, I can look for the next break and retest. We can see that all the markets haven't been broken. It hasn't broken the 537, it hasn't broken the NASDAQ levels, it hasn't broken the ES levels, but it did break the SPY level, the 610, which that is the previous all-time highs on the SPY. And you can see that it did retest it nicely and went up a bit, but ultimately it failed because all the supply rejections over here and right here and over here failed the market. But I did get the SPY around here. I should probably have waited a little longer for the retest, but that is something to always work on. Just because it does a break and retest of a level, it doesn't mean it'll go up. There's a lot of factors that play into the strategy. Just because it follows market structure, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a good trade. There's a lot of confirmations that you need, and that will take experience to learn. In hindsight, I'm saying this is a very nice retest, but you can see that there's multiple supply rejections on the other markets that I shouldn't even be taking because it can be very choppy, but I took it anyways. That is something that I normally don't take, but when I was backtesting, I was understanding that I had to follow market structure. I started following market structure, but then it kind of blindsided me and taking a trade that I normally don't like taking. So it's like you might fix one thing, but the other thing gets wrecked. It just takes time to practice and implement all the strategies together, implement all the confirmations that you really need to take an A+ setup. But all it takes is time. All it takes is experience and trading and watching the markets every single day, showing up, and you can be better. You can be disciplined. You can be consistent in the future. You just gotta keep showing up and doing it. So what else did I do? Okay, I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna go to January. I looked at all my trades. I looked at the days I didn't even trade as well. And I can see that when I look at my other trades, go over here, look at this trade real quick and understand what happened. In your eyes, it might not seem that choppy, but for me now, hindsight, it is choppy. We are in an uptrend, but I'm trying to short it. I'm trying to short the market when it doesn't make sense here. It's already a reason why that I lost this day. I lost this day because I was trying to short the market when we're in an uptrend. The most powerful thing about journaling trade is that you can go back in time. You can go back whenever you want because you know that you journal your trades. You can see right here that I've been journaling trades every day. Obviously not the weekend, but you can see January, December, November, October, November, September. I'm seeing all these random months, but you can see that it never stops. It just keeps going down every single day. That's how I backtest. There's a lot of days I've done good. There's a lot of days I've done bad, but I look at the good days, understand why I'm winning. I look at the bad days, understand why I'm losing. I'm gonna show you guys a day from last month, January 10th. This was a really good trade that I did not execute to my best of my abilities. I only won 76 cents, which that is nothing. That is break-even day. But look at the bigger picture right now. I'm going to draw a box just to show you the market structure. This is a market structure right here. So let's just say this is a box. We're in this box right here. And see that we're in this box, okay? This is the true meaning of market structure. You can see 2 days that we're in this sideways action right here, sideways action. But what do I want to look for is break and retests, right? It doesn't matter if I long or short. It just matters about market structure. It matters what I see in the charts. If the market is breaking up this level, I know I can wait for a retest right here and long. If the market is bad, I wait for it to break down this box, retest and short. And you can see what happened from the market. Every single market broke down the box. It broke down market structure. What do I do with my strategy? My strategy is to break and retest. Break of key levels, retest the level and short it or long it, depending on what the market is showing me. Now here's the 2-minute time frame where I took the trade. You can see from each market, the box has been broken for each market. You can see that now in each market is retesting the level here, 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 and here. It broke down, it retested, and I looked for the short. You can see how well it retests the level and breaks down, but I did not execute to the best of my abilities. But it's because I've been losing on January. I've been losing trades, and then it just got in my head and I didn't take the trades properly. You can see that there's arrows here because I take my entries and exit, but this is the trade that I won. But the trade that I lost on, I entered around here, or I think I entered around the second candle, which was the green candle. The QQQ was still holding this level above here. I shouldn't be shorting the QQQ right here. It's because just that one market can hold up the market, or it can just play games with you, right? So basically I took it too early and I got faked out, or I could just hold, but then that's not really a good idea because you never know if the market is strong. You can lose a lot more than you want to. But I should have been more patient on that day. I lost the first trade. I retook it again. I hesitated on selling, so that's another fact. I should have been up more, but I just broke even that day. This was the A+ setup of the month. Right now I'm looking at October 16th. This was about probably 3-4 months ago. I took a QQQ put, and I'm gonna show you guys the bigger picture of the market. This is the 30-minute. I take 30-minute screenshots. I can even go down to, like, let's say May 13th or something, and you still see a chart here that I took. You can see my charts are different. Did trade other stocks, TSM in there. My chart looks a little different, but over time you're gonna change your markets, you're gonna change your setups. But going back to October 16th, go with the 30-minute time frame. You can see how it broke this level. It broke this level here. It's a zone. It's rejecting up this level, or it's rejecting the next supply zone, right? So now that's a box. If it breaks above the box, I can wait for a retest long, and if it breaks down the box, I can wait for a retest short. You can see that the market broke down here, and I can wait for the retest and I can short it to the next demand zone. Of course, the other markets are all going to be different, but I did have a zone here that it broke down intraday. It broke down this one, and it broke down these levels here as well. Since it broke down, I can look for shorts. I shouldn't be long it until it hits the demand zone. I looked at the wrong date because it's the 15 right now, but I'm actually trading on the 16. Can still play a retest short because it did go to the next demand zone. But right now we're on the 16 right here. This is the 16. We're basically in this channel right here. We're basically in this channel. If the market is strong, I can wait for a break retest long, or if it's weak, I can wait for a break and retest short. Going into the 2-minute time frame, this is what happened. We can see that the market broke down the level, and it was already broken down in the SPY. It was already broken down in ES. You can also see that it broke down on the NASDAQ level. Since we're broken that box, since we're breaking market structure, I can look for a break and retest short. You can see it broke down. It started retesting the level, retesting the level. You can see the NASDAQ is retesting the level as well. And the ES and the SPY, they're already broken down, so it's weak. But I'm gonna play off the QQQ because that gives me the risk reward. That gives me a proper risk placement that I can put my stop loss, and then I can short the market. I can short this market right here and wait for it to touch the 20 SMA, or wait for it to touch these demand zones down here, and my stop loss will just be about the 490 level, just about here and just about here in these levels. And so that's what I did, and that's why I did good in the trade. I waited for the proper break and retest, but I also had the market structure following my game. I had a proper system because the market was with my strategy as well. So I back tested all the way into October. I backtested all the way to my other trading months and see what it's been working. It's because the market structure is doing well for me. I'm reading the market structure properly. But I'm gonna go to another day and show you what's not good. Now I'll be showing you January 15, which was a bad day that I did. I'm gonna look at the 30-minute chart and show you. We can see the previous day, which is the 14th. This is the high of 14. These are the high of the 14. Look at this market. This is the high. This is the high. Right? So if we're following market structure, what do we want to see for bullish structure? We want to see if it gets above it. Then if it's ever above the market, I should never be shorting the market. You see how it broke in all these levels? It broke, it broke, it broke. That means I should wait for the retest and long it. I should wait for the retest of that level, retest, and then long. And you can see that I took 2 put options. Why am I shorting the market when we're in a bullish market structure? Does that make sense? I'm gonna go into the trade. You can even see here that it broke the levels, it broke the levels, it broke the levels. I should look for the retests of these levels, wait for the retest, wait for the retest, wait for the retest, and long off of it. You can see how clear the NASDAQ just retested this level and it went up. It didn't retest these levels down here, but it did a nice retest on the Nasdaq. I could have played it off that. But sometimes it's kind of hard to play longs when there's a supplier level above, because sometimes it could be strong, right? We see that there's a SPY level right here that kind of made me not want to long if there's a SPY rejection right here. But we can see that all the markets are above demand zones, all above demand zones. And then when the SPY finally breaks the demand zone, you can see the beautiful retest right here. Beautiful retest, and then I could have longed it there. But what did I do? You can see where my entry is. My entry was trying to short this market right here, and I exited out right there. Tried it again and I failed. That's what's been happening. But anyways, as you see, I've been losing all the time. It's because I'm trying to long when I'm not supposed to. I'm trying to short when I'm not supposed to. It's easier said than done, but I'm trying to make a conscious effort to change. And I want you guys to also make a conscious effort to change. Not just think that you can change, not just think that you're gonna do better the next day and then you're actually not gonna do anything about it. That's why you have to make a conscious effort to change, and that's what I'm trying to do right now, and eventually I can do better. I want to look back after this video, I want to look back after February, March, and see that my changes have actually been doing better, and we'll actually see. I can journal my trades every single day, but if I'm not backtesting properly, if I'm not journaling properly, it's not going to be anything. It's not going to do me anything if I'm not really backtesting properly. I've done it last week. I backtested. I told myself, oh, the market structure, but when the trading day comes, you can see this whole week I'm just all red. Why? It's because I'm not changing my efforts properly. I'm not really taking the time to think what I've been doing wrong. Even though I thought I was backtesting properly, even though I thought I was doing something good, because I'm taking the hours, I'm taking the minutes to actually look back at my trades, but I'm not consciously changing my mistakes. This is why journaling trades is so important. This is why journaling every single day, making every single journal detailed so that you can look back in every single trade and understand what you want to look for every single day. And you can look back last month, last year, and understand what you can do to improve. And what I like to say is, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Keep staying consistent, keep staying disciplined, keep journaling, and let's just get 1% better every day. And I'll see you in the next one.